What is your take on Trump going after Elon Musk? You got a lot of people to go after. Why go after Elon Musk?
I'm for Musk.
You're for Musk?
Yeah, I think Trump should disappear into the sunset. All the circumstances that have happened, I can understand why he is miffed about what happened to him through his presidency. He was attacked every day, all day. I still think the policies he brought in were worthy, and I still think what Biden did to them is wrong. If you look at just the southern border and the energy issue and Afghanistan and on, I believe he tried to do the right thing during his presidency, but he is a bull in the china shop, and it would be a good idea if someone less like that, such as
DeSantis.
By
the way, it's so funny you're saying that. This is very important that you took the angle that you took, because Trump tweeted about you, I want to say in 2016, I don't know the exact date, but he said Patrick Moore, co-founder of Greenpeace, the whole climate crisis is not only fake news, it's fake science. There's no climate crisis. There's weather and climate all around the world. And in fact, carbon dioxide is the main building blocks of life. Wow. And then
who made that quote? You or him?
He quoted me.
He quoted him.
So I put it on the back of my book because I wasn't quoting him. He was quoting me. And
that's right.
I thought that's
so
fine.
He's a fan of yours.
Apparently.
And you want him you don't want him to run for president again.
I didn't say that. If he decides to run
You said sail off in the sunset.
Yes,
that's how I'm interpreting.
If I was him, that's what I would do. But I am not him, and I don't have that temperament. Maybe he does.
Why do you say that's what he should do? And again, you're an advocate, it seems.
Because I think it's too polarized. And I think he's part of the reason why it is. And I think he did a good job when he was in office, but he would have done a much better job if they hadn't impeached him twice and put him through that whole Mueller investigation, which was all phony baloney. So, you look back in history and you look at the situation now, and I would have said something different back then probably. I would have said carry on. But he shouldn't get into these kind of myths with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is pretty good. He panders to the climate issue to a certain extent, but who doesn't?
Well, that's
right?
what helped him become the richest man in the world.
Exactly.
But you know what's the crazy thing about this? Here's where I don't understand his strategy. And I tweeted about this a couple of days ago. People were all upset. I was like, I can't believe he did this. Whose side are you? And I said, I'm not trying to make more friends. I'm just telling you how I process this. Because, so you say this about Musk. He's the lead today as a Republican, and it's not even close. I think it's like 46% is him, 29% is DeSantis, and then I think it drops to 7% Cruz, and I think it's 6% is Pence and Nikki Haley.
He's still the guy on the Republican side of
So
things.
check this out. So you make a comment about a guy that's got 100 million Twitter followers, and you're not on Twitter. He's on Twitter. Rogan a week ago just said he would never have you on. Then Musk says this, and you go after Musk. So let's just say, let's play this out. Let's say Trump is the candidate for the Republican side. Yeah. Let's say he is. Let's say he wins. You think Musk is the kind of a guy that would flip and say, oh, we have to vote for Trump? You think Musk is all of a sudden going to get behind Trump? Or you think Musk is going to remember what he said when he called him a bullshit artist? What kind of a wiring do you think Musk has? You think Musk is going to sit there and say, well, let's get him in there? Or is he going to say, shit, why are you putting me in this guy? You cornered Musk to not support you.
No, that's why I said
it. What are you doing? Like,
that's why.
By the way, I did not
Trump
see your
shouldn't
tweet,
have done this.
Pat, but you summed up exactly what I'm thinking. If there's, like, you talk about this all the time, don't create unnecessary enemies. It's a game of conversion. It's a game of math. Let's say you're at 48%, you want to get to 52% of the country to support you, because that's how close these elections are.
No sense.
You're creating unnecessary enemies. You're supposed to be building advocates and building allies, and you're taking arguably two of the most popular men in America, approval ratings considered. Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, by the way, who are allies within each other, right? Those guys are in touch. And you're cornering these guys to basically say he's untouchable.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense to me. And this is the problem that people have with Trump. It's like, make these guys your allies, not your enemies, or at the very least, be neutral. Now Elon Musk has nothing to do with you.
You can understand why Trump is bitter, but he is bitter, and that doesn't look good.
No, it's not attractive. You don't. When he was saying "Make America Great Again," it wasn't from a place of bitterness. It was from a place of
this is friends and influence.
It was from a different place. But
you should read that.
But you know what it is? Here's the question you got to ask yourself. Okay, here's the question you got to. And I asked this. I said, and I put that in the tweet afterwards. I said, the only way this makes sense is the following way. The only way that go back to my tweet, it's part 2. The only way this makes sense is if his concern is more to increase valuation of Truth Social over him becoming president.
Maybe that's his agenda.
But by the way, let me unpack that in case anybody, in case there's a 1% chance of this being true, which 99% it's not. If it is, President Trump, just so you know, the day comes where the world is celebrating your funeral and your service to whatever you did in humanity, somebody that became very successful in business and media, and you were a controversial figure that became a president, your policies were effective, but you know, people hated you, you had a lot of different things that happened. No one's going to care whether you die being worth $3 billion, $10 billion, $100 billion. And I'm willing to say, even if somehow, some way you're worth $300 billion, that reputation of business, nothing's going to change. You winning one more time and coming back and being able to redeem yourself, that's the true legacy. And you're hurting yourself when you do stuff like this. This to me made no sense. So I don't understand what I'm saying. So let's just say the SPAC of Truth Social goes and he sells it for $20 billion and he's 38% owner. He gets, $7.6 billion. Dude, who gives a shit? Who cares?
Yeah.
So what? You got another $7.6 billion.
I'm 100. You're basically saying the bigger challenge is your legacy. Who gives a shit if you have a couple more B's in your bank account? You won in real estate in the most competitive environment in New York, in the most hated. You came up and you had all this stuff. Oh, his daddy's son. You left the other side to go make it in Manhattan. Your name Trump is all over hotels. Then you have a reality TV show. Then you go out there and become a president. Like who's been able to do? That's like saying you're a trifecta. This guy can dance, he can sing, he can act. Yeah.
Dude, you won in business, you won in media, and you won in politics. What are you talking about? Like, how many people like that are there? Not many. Yeah. What are you doing?
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.